Hello everyone, today we are going to be playing as a peasant in the Game of Thrones mod. So we're going to be starting as an adventurer, we are going to take the peasant leader trait, and we're going to basically see how far we can get and what our life is like as a peasant. Alright, I think this is going to be the character. A peasant leader, wild oat, trained fighter who's an aspiring blade master. His personality, he's ambitious, humble, stubborn, and he has the fortune builder education. We're gonna be starting in the Tangled Shore in the Vale. We're gonna start with bartering. And patron aspect. We are going to take the smith. Oh. I am interrupted from my stroll near my pavilion by the approach of a nervous stranger, a woman who introduces herself as Lana, and is clearly alien to the crab's shore as I. Lord, I find myself ill at the ease in these lands, and I had hoped that some worldly man such as yourself might prove to take in such a homeless disciple. Momentarily, she pauses, steeling herself for clearly expected rejection. I understand if you already have too many people to take care for, but if you'll have me, I'll serve you loyally for all of your days. She's pretty good. I mean, she is, a infidel, but, I mean, you can join up. That's fine. We're not... As we pass through the market of Rook's Rest, we hear a loud yell and stumble into an ongoing tussle between two men, tightly observed by a group of people. The crowd cheers profusely as one of them is swept off his feet, face planted solemnly in the dirt, and thus concluding the match. Who's next? The man yells into the crowd, and his eyes land on our group. At my side, Alistair snorts in response to the challenge. I will do it myself. Which was a terrible idea. I got my ass handed to me. As I make my way through Denwell, I overhear a conversation between an older woman and a young man. A dragon! I saw a dragon! The older woman exclaims. What? What is it now, mother? It was as big as a mountain, and black as night. It flew right across the sky. She continues in a panicked voice. Dragon now, is it? Her son replies, rolling his eyes. Please, mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies, he says with a scoff, turning to walk away. You'll see it was a dragon, she calls to his back. He'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me. A dragon, you must search for it at once. You know what? My character's curious. He will, which makes us a lot slower. As we travel through the river's high road, I take in the beautiful view from the mountainside. When I steal my eyes away to focus back to the stony path ahead, I realize we're surrounded by a group of ruffians. A fearsome man, presumably their leader, steps in front of our caravan. Passing through these mountains will cost ya. Don't care who you are. Anyone passing through these mountains pays. What if I paid you to lead us through the mountains instead? Do that and I lose 10 gold, or I lose 20. I persuaded him, and he has now joined us. We now have a Dornish man. As we travel by the Triton, we notice a man loudly cursing his life and complaining about his traitorous crew. As we get closer, we see him standing by the remains of a small wrecked trading vessel. My lord, Can I ask for a moment of your time? I will happily pay for some food and assistance with repairing my boat, he asked with a pained smile on his face. I noticed most of his goods seemed to be well kept, despite his misfortune. Of course we can help out. For a price, maybe. Or my apologies, but we're in a hurry. For a price. The howling wind makes it nearly impossible to be heard from more than a few feet away. This damnable storm's intensity is only picking up. Rain stinging our eyes and stranding heavy carts and laden animals in a stew of thick mud. The same silent tableau can be seen up and down the line. Stronger followers helping to pull transports loose, while the young and elderly huddle beneath whatever shelter they can find or form. Nature herself seems to set against us, leaving my followers at the edge of breaking. Eve, you bastards. And I gain... Alright. We got an aura from that. We're gonna go settle a boundary dispute. And Lana wants to marry this random, man. Master Darian, my friend, I have met the most fetching man here in Iron Bill. My friend Lena stumbles as she addresses me. His family will not let us marry without paying a sizable dowry, she stutters sadly. Please help me. But anyway. Anyway, my current plans are pretty simple. We're going to make as much money as possible to then go and purchase land. I think that's our current goal. Master Darren, welcome, cries Master Stefan as my party and I enter his city. In short order, I'm introduced to the other magnates of the town, Benedict, Otho, and Lucifer. We are sure that you will agree with us when we protest this unjust tax. We are but simple city folk, and we have long since given everything we can to Lord Arthos. I should start with Starfon. We will look at his financial records. We gather in Master Stefan's chambers, a suitably dramatic place to render my verdict. With the Lord's word behind me, this will be binding, one way or another. Benedict, Otho, and Lucifer all await the pronouncement of their faith. With bated breath, whilst Theron seems nervous for the first time since my arrival. My gut tells me they could pay, they simply don't want to, and my investigation has largely borne that out. You can pay in full. I have enough evidence on my side to make a compelling case that the locals can afford their most recent bill, as I laid out. The defeated worldly signs from all around me tell me that the masters and his fellows know it. Stop, please, waves Stefan resignedly. You made your point clear enough. We'll pay the Lord his due. Whatever they say, Cowtown surely has the wealth to spare, no matter the denials of their magnates. And I've been paid. And I know he only has a single county, so I can't actually buy land from him. But House Greysteel. Anyway, we can get money from him though. That's for sure. I can either get Woodrush. Looks like I can either get Ambrook, which is the land right here. Which doesn't have much built in it. Or I can get Woodrush. Woodrush is right here, which has literally nothing built in it. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, yeah, no, this one's just better. At the age of 20, I have became a lord. There we go. I've changed our thing. We are now House Dockbrook because we are the Lord of Argenbrook. Argenbrook. I have no idea why I said Brock. I apologize. But we are the Lord of Agenbrook. Therefore, I made us the Lord of Dockbrook. This is who we ended up marrying. Niece of Lord Ector Swan of the Red Watch. We currently have consumption, but that's fine. This is our new emblem. I wanted to keep the anchor. I really wanted to keep the anchor. And, so I worked on keeping it. So this became our house. Oh, crap. I did not mean to... Alright, hold on. But yeah, both my fellow vassals, Lord Carrington and I, are held in esteem by our Lord Walder. However, when it comes to handing out titles, honor, and wealth, one of us will always be first among the equals. This upcoming gathering at the Twin Council gives me the chance to ensure that I am the one with the Lord's favor. I can try to smooth talk him, teach him some stuff. We're gonna try to smooth talk him. Yep, I impressed him. I mean, he doesn't like me because I did kinda... My player heir will be Harwin Dockbrook. He is a sickly child boar. On Leechbrook, and take it. I do not want to call him to war unless I need him. Oh, new Lord Commander of the Wall. My son is charming. And he lost sickly. I'm not sure what I want my son to go down then. If he's charming. But Lord Darren Dockbrook is going to Gameware Land. The fighting has been thick in the Riverlands, as it always is when war rages. While riding through a pillaged hamlet, our column broaches up the crest hill and gruesome sight twist into view. A gnarled tree with naked branches jutting from its crown. Dangling from its cruel fingers are corpses of the villagers. Of villagers' populace, swaying in the breeze like abandoned marionettes. The grim atmosphere is pierced by a shrill cry. I spur my horse and gallop on to the foot of the tree, where I discover the source of the wailing. The babe looks up at me, swaddled in muck and gore. His mother grasped by the noose mere feet above him. Bloats, how could he possibly survive? Leave it to me, my lord, speaks Humphrey. It's a bad omen. I can either... Oh, he's really good. You know what? It is common for men at war to return with bastards. Martin Rivers. I'm going to call my ally. I was gonna sell this. I don't need this anymore. A dragon horn. I mean, that's kind of a drippy thing to have, so I will keep it. And I've become an architect. And I am actually going to switch over here to scholarship focus, because I want to get the traits that allow me... Tonight's feast at Argenbrook was fairly dull affair, and I was almost ready to nod off in my seat when I noticed young Harwin not far away, paying rapt attention to a conversation his mother was having with someone else. Eventually, my curiosity aroused, I went over and asked the lad what he was fascinated about. Apparently, Sarwin has been quietly discussing matters of intrigue. It involved morality of which was complex enough to leave Harwin utterly baffled. Turning to me, he demanded an explanation. Surprisingly, perhaps, considering he is, in fact, my ward and my responsibility, I will attempt to teach him. He didn't understand. My family gathered at the great hall of Ergenbarok, enjoying the realm's relative peace while we feasted. My spy master, Lana, was in good spirits for once. You know what? There you go. Just give you somebody. Lana has been with us for a long while. Meanwhile, my daughter Rollo barely talked to anyone that night, or my daughter-in-law. Rolling her eyes with derision, the moment anyone tried to engage. Even so, it was good for all of us, even though I was more interested in the drink. Little Martin has always been infatuated with tales of the King's Guard. Moreover, Lord Commander Maegon Targaryen of the King's Guard, viewing him in the same light as Sir Serwyn of the Mirror Shield and Sir Semon Star Eyes. I thought little of his dreams of being like these legendary figures. All children have heroes they aspire to be like. But as Martin has grown older, his dreams of joining the King's Guard have become ever more real. Just today, he came before me to ask to set aside for any troubles I might have planned for him, so that he can start. I might have planned for him so that he can start training to become a member of King Alex's King's Guard. Your duties to your family before your duties to the crown. I cannot have you running off. No. Harwin's no longer sick. That's good. He's still not feeling well from the poisoned gold. Alright. We should absolutely decimate them. Then just be able to take all of this. No, my daughter caught me drinking. I'll attempt to teach her not to. She is now a drunkard at 7 years old. May not be the best father. Just maybe I'm not. I'm not sure, but due to that, I'd have to say I'm definitely a questionable one. You know what? I will name her after my wife, Serwyn. Is it any different? Oh, Roger was a delight. His behavior was a credit to the family. I really like this. I really like the family feast featured. Really cool. You can force people to take contraceptives? This mod's crazy, dude. We have a mild prevention. I do have it. Oh boy. It is too late for caution for me. It greatly reduced my symptoms. I'm not sure if that's gonna save me. I really wanted to get the twins before my death, but it's looking pretty bad. My son died before he could get treatment. Gain a new trait. and my son Herwood is dead. That makes my heir. And I also lost Green Peter. I will train him in chivalry. That makes him my new heir. Apparently I lost my claim on the twins, which is annoying. Now I have to yeah, I already have a claim on this county, so let me declare war for it. Yeah, we'll buy the frog spears. My son survived. Due to the ongoing social hostilities, my tutelage of Roger has come to an end. Disappointing. That's fine, he can do that all he wants. Oh, do whatever you want to him, brother. Please execute him. Do something terrible. Father, I know this is the best. I know you do your best to train me as your heir, but not all of my education can be found in Argenbrook. I was thinking perhaps I could visit Lord Artho sometime. I think that's fair. I've heard back from Roger, and his trip to Steadfast has come to an end. Or Stony Holdfast, sorry, has come to an end. Evidently, Roger was met personally by Lord Otho and showed every hospitality. He was given a room at the castle and spent almost the entirety of his trip being personally trained by Lord Otho himself. Reading between the lines, I suspect not everything in this trip went well, though Roger appears mostly pleased. Yeah, that's good. Well, I got a text. I'll check that in 1 second. I don't even know where my phone is. Why can I not ask for gold? Because I'm already wealthy. This isn't wealth. So if I just... Now I can ask for gold. Yippee! Yay! I can appoint a new person in charge of defender of this. I could have Martin become a knight. I really want to do that. That's so cool. It's good to see Roger so dedicated as of late towards his duties and responsibilities as the future ruler of Argenbrook. He attends court, meets with my council to keep up to date on the lordship's affairs, even tours the countryside regularly to stay abreast of the commoners' concerns. It's all I can do to convince him to take a break. My family gathers in the great halls in Argenbrook, enjoying the realm's relative peace while we feasted. My good daughter, Emma, amiably chats with my counselors, expressing concern over the recent injustice she witnessed in court. Meanwhile, my elder son, Martin, was poorly behaved, unexpectedly getting into one argument after another for no good. Even so, it was all good. We were all together, and that's what matters most. Tonight's feast at Argenbrook was fairly dull, affair, a matter not aided overly by my good daughter Delilah, deciding this was a good evening to deliver a lengthy sermon to the rest of the family on the importance of piety and virtue. I listened for a while, stifling any impulse to yawn, even as most of the room stared longingly at their drinks or started nodding off. Della had at least one member of the family won over, her husband Roger, who appeared delighted and cheered Della on long after the point where she had otherwise might have stopped. By the end of the evening, which most of the family had long since quietly retreated, these two seemed to engage in ruptured religious debate on the other side of the table. Hey, at least they like each other. At least they're happy, you know? Where do I see this truce, dude? I can see that I have a hostage, but I can't see the truce and how long it lasts. Oh man. Nah. We're not doing this in my lifetime. That was really my one shot, one opportunity type deal. What does the Riverlander give us? Skirmisher, archer, spearman, holy waters. Kinda trash. I'll be real. But what do I think our medicine would go with? What do I feel like our house really upholds? You know what? I will stick to Riverlander. For now. I don't think there's much I could do, really. You're gonna offer me the position of Spy Master now. Can't murder him yet. Oh boy, if I'm not gonna try. As I lay upon my bed, cursing my weak and failing body, I could barely make out a figure approaching me. Then their slow steps and heavy silence are starting to scare me. Ha! Look at you now, not so fearsome anymore, are you? Did you even recognize me, you loathsome swine? It is I, Walter. Oh, I have longed to see you brought so low. No, I haven't. I can't even register the dangerous glint in his eyes before Walter is at my bedside. An icy smile on his face. I try to move, escape, scream anything, but my frail body has long stopped since listening to me. I can't do anything. I'm killed by it. Not all stories have happy endings, and it looks like ours didn't end very well. We went from a simple peasant in the Vale to a lord in the Riverlands. We couldn't become a duke because of... Well, I really chose the worst spot I could have. Because, he had 30 intrigue, couldn't kill him. It was a lot of fun, though, and, maybe I could come back and play as his son later. I don't know. It's really up to you guys. Like the video, subscribe, tell me anything you'd like to see. Alright, I'm out.